how have you felt about? You haven't got the result you've got, but how have you felt about the team staying within the structure that this system requires?
Uh, there's going to be times when you don't score goals, but you can't always evaluate your game on that. I think, from a defensive standpoint and the ability to, defend the right way and some other teams and create from there, I think, we've been okay. Those last two games have been kind of dog fights, and it was just one bounce. You need to go your way, and you take a 2-0 lead against Edmonton, or you're right back in the game against Dallas. So I mean, I don't think there's panic. I think it's just a case of it's an 82 game season. At some point, you're probably going to lose 3 games in a row, and now you just got to stop the bleeding and put an end to it and get back on another run.
When you're not scoring goals, or in the case of the last 3 games, does it feel like there's anything missing that you guys could be doing more of?
No, I think that Edmonton with the firepower they have, it's not like you're in a game like that searching for offense. We know that if we defend well enough against a team like that, that we should get enough chances. Obviously, they sustained quite a bit of zone time, and we didn't get as much as we wanted, but I think that's kind of a one-off. And then against Dallas, you look at that lineup; that's a pretty deep lineup. So it's not like and we know the type of game that Dallas plays too. So it's more of a low chance. It's just one. There's gonna be one little screw up, and that's the time someone capitalizes. So that's just kind of the nature of these last 2 games. We've scored a good amount of goals this year. I don't think anybody's thinking, oh, we can't score goals. So it's that kind of what's in our head right now.
I've never seen you guys get leaned on this season. Like, the plan wasn't to sit back, it wasn't to shell against them or what have you. When that happens, what can you even just work on? What tangible thing? Or is it just go back at it and be Winnipeg Jets again?
Uh, you're saying like when we're defending, or
Yeah, I mean, let's say the third period yesterday.
Yeah.
First couple of shifts was pretty offensive. You guys had a lot of offense for
Yeah.
a second there, and then it was all sort of fighting up against that mountain. We haven't seen a lot of that.
No, and I think that he's the best player in the world for a reason. So I think that's just kind of the nature of that. He also had 12 points in 3 games rolling into that game, and to give him just one assist on the power play is a pretty good night defending him, I believe. Sometimes it's going to look like that. Sometimes you defend by having the puck and possessing it down low, and other nights it's keeping them to the outside when they're in our defensive zone. So no 2 nights look the same in this league. Every team's different, but they did outchance us a bit. But at the end of the day, we had a 1-0 lead in the third period, and our mindsets to win games 2-1, 3-2. So we kind of felt like we were right where we wanted to be, and the score obviously didn't hold up at the end. But there was a lot of that game where we felt like we were defending the right way and limiting them.
On the offensive side, just the 3 goals in the last 3 games, or the team's defending it different, or just a matter of maybe not? The chances seem to be there. Or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're gripping our stick extra tight and doing this or doing that different. I think just kind of the nature of the league, and I wouldn't be surprised if we opened it up tomorrow and scored 4 goals or something like that. It's just how it is. I think 3 games is a pretty small sample size, especially when we played these last 2 games where we really knew it was going to be a battle defensively, and we had to manage those games. So I think Chicago plays a little bit different of a style, obviously, than Dallas or a high-powered Edmonton. So we'll have a game plan, but at the end of the day, we don't need to blow teams out 5-2. Like, we're content with playing the right way and winning the game 2-1 and 3-2, like I said earlier.